All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fragbite Masters. Very quick there, you know, back and forth.
Smooth.
But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fragbite Masters. We are going into the final map of the night. It is going to be the winner match, first seed here, up for grabs basically in Group B. And it's going to be between EnVy and LGB, as you guys can see right there behind us.
Yeah, so first match on Overpass finishes 16-8 in favor of LGB. Really impressive performance. Then on Inferno, equally impressive, just in favor of EnVy this time. 16-8 for them.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean, Samla? Is
Means
this last
that,
match going to finish 8-8? We'll just call it quits?
It means that now, you know, my yin-yang tattoo on my bum actually means something, right? I don't even know where I'm going with this. There's balance on the world. You know, one cheek, the other cheek.
Oh, it covers all of it. So, see...
I don't even know. Yeah, so there is balance in the world, Anders. That's what it means.
When we were going back into and the commercials were running, I was wondering if I should call out McDonald's and the fact that they put cheddar on the actual patty.
Yeah.
You know, because normally you leave the patty on the pan and then, you know, the cheddar would melt. Well, you just put it on and put it on the salad. And then you come in with the yin-yang bum and I didn't even know what to go with it. It's like,
clearly, McDonald's don't believe in karma either, man. They don't believe in balance because they put 2 squirts on the one and then 1 squirt on the other.
Well, the 1 squirt on the other is just to hold the bacon, man.
That doesn't matter, though, man.
Can we get into the game already? I feel like
2 squirts.
This has gone horribly wrong. How did it end up like this? I don't know.
I don't know. You know why? I was just thinking about it for some weird reason. Like, Mario came up, and I remember my friend has a tattoo of Mario. You know, the like Katamari Mario, like on his right ass cheek. Yeah. And so he was every excuse he could possibly find at parties to pull his pants down, basically, and just moon people. He's like, "You want to see Mario?" Yeah.
Actually, of all the reasons people do get tattoos, that's not a bad.
It was well done too. It was well done. It was a great tattoo. So I was just like.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course, when we saw it the first day, we're all laughing, you know, like idiots, basically, because we're just like, we can't believe you actually did this. And then our friend's mom walks out and like, what are you all laughing about? And he just bends over and shows her. Yeah, that was a good day.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate that. I think that's a legit reason. I mean, because people always come up with like this weird explanation. I mean, for why they got that one tattoo. It's like, it's my name. Surely you're not going to forget it, though. So
why does it need to be there?
Why does it need to be there?
There wasn't much method to the madness when it came to Teddy. Like, he just kind of did things.
He rolled with it.
Yeah, he rolled. He was definitely like the embodiment of rolling with it.
All right. Well, in that spirit, maybe not entirely, but somewhere in that area, we're going to move into the game here. We're going to play on Cash, which is one of EnVy's strongest maps. They're playing LGB, who have shown a lot of spirit, and we'll see if they can keep going. They're going to start on less favorite side here on the terrorist side, although some teams seem to be just favoring remarkably well playing terrorist side Cash sometimes.
That's very true.
And a bit of a stack going on towards A, actually. 3 people already from EnVy, expecting maybe some sort of push going on, but it looks like LGB are really content with scouting out. And they've already got some information in the middle.
They've got the flash, and they can set it up for a pop flash around this corner right now. That's probably what Pauly's going to be doing. There it is. All 3 members go running around the corner very quickly, and now Happy, in position, misses the shot. The crucial shot. If he could have picked up 1 headshot there, that would have been big. But now, flash goes in, smoke goes down to block off CT, and LGB have control of the bomb site. Impossible for Smith to go charging through here. It's way too dangerous, and this is just a perfect scenario here. Sick nade onto Jacob, though. That's so good, but it's so tough now to get into this B side. It's so constricted in here.
It really is. They've also lost that kit somewhere. I'm not sure if in the corner where Happy was, but either way, it's going to be MBK going down next. Shoxy trying to find an opening. Good headshot. Kiyoshima as well, but PRB returns, and Pauly is there as well, and it's going to be up to Kiyoshima trying to run away here with not a lot of a chance either. We'll go down to Pauly. Nice headshot there. And LGB are going to win the round somewhat convincingly. That 1 kill in the corner, that just set up the whole thing. And even though that grenade did do a lot of damage, was it a 90 damage grenade coming out of vent there? I think it was.
That was actually just a ridiculous nade. Right in Jacob's face as well. So, I mean, LGB, they managed just like everything works out perfectly. And basically, Happy in that position, he's lined up to just try and get that headshot, but he misses it. He's caught asleep when he needs to basically just land that shot outright and at least pick up 1 kill in that scenario. He gets none. And they're just able to speed up behind that because the next man in line was Smith, and he was playing rotator and connector. So He's just not able to have any kind of impact at all. Mystic already off to a strong start, taking out Smiths this round, and it's looking like everything under control here for LGB, at least this far. Although Shoxy holding up that close is a real threat.
Happy gets caught trying to wrap around, and Shoxy coming in. Is now Jacob going up from behind. P90 in hand, running and gunning and spraying for a long time. It has 50 bullets after all. And Jacob will get a double kill with the P90. So a pretty good job at the end there. And did not actually anyone dying on LGB for that round. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, no, it's not a Katamari Mario. It was a Tanuki Mario. No, let's get that right. Sorry. Katamari is like a totally different game, actually. So.
Okay, in case anyone out there was confused.
Those are those good memories you got, you know? Fun times. All right, well, this should be like a straight up eco stomp. Poly with the Mac-10 leading, charging. Shoxy lying in the cut with the Deagle. Managed to pick up the headshot on Poly. Kiyoshima with the backstab, and that's 3 kills. LGB go barreling onto the site and just get completely wiped out.
It's all up to Mystic now. 1v2. There is still inside the bomb site waiting. It's going to be Kiyoshima. Mystic trying to play this one smartly. Really wants someone to peek him. The best case, if he could just make it a 1v1, Molotov into the corner. It's not a bad idea. Actually, it fails a little bit, but either way, it wouldn't have worked, obviously, because Kiyoshima's on the other side. He's ready and waiting. 50 seconds is a lot of time. He could actually play this really far out and just run all the way around if he wanted to.
So Happy just letting him know. Kiyoshima's literally sitting on top of this site, and it works out perfectly, that angle. And are you kidding me? It's actually Happy to pick up that kill. So Kiyoshima does the work with the P90, gets up in the cut like that, right there, holding that angle so that if he looks left, he's a dead man for sure, and it's Happy through the smoke from CT to get the kill with the USP. Right.
Great job on Envy, and I think probably LGB putting more pressure on themselves than they needed to. You can tell that they sort of wanted to really rush that bomb site, but once they got those entry frags, they could have just slowed down a tiny bit and, you know, sort of recanvassed the site and said, is it worth it for us to keep going? I mean, they knew Shox was there with Deagle. Always a big risk to keep pushing at that headshot grave there, because you can just get killed really quickly, especially with the Deagle like that. This time it's going to be a push for the A bomb site, and this should be hugely successful. It's going to be hard for Envy, I think, to hold this down. Happy has to come up with pretty much an instant headshot here. Now the grenades are raining in. He's spraying down. He gets a double, actually, so this is near perfection. And MBK drops one. Happy keeps going for the triple. Nice and solid hold coming out from MBK and Happy.
Oh, that was fantastic work. Been surprised there that Happy was able to pick up that third one. Now Rubino, once again, all by his lonesome, and he's going to get pinned down behind quad boxes. Smiths to drop that kill, and that is going to be off of Happy. And, you know, there you go, Anders. You know, you ask for Happy to deliver, and guess what? You know, he gets a double spray down. Pretty much perfection right there to start things off. It doesn't get much better than this. Holding from this position, the fact that he's able to just tag them both up, slow them down, and then drop down for the third one like this. Once again, Happy just coming through.
Yeah, really big opening kills there. And a little bit surprised, LGB have been pretty good at pre-aiming a lot of the spots that Envy have been using. So especially in overpass, they were really on point with doing that. And that is a fairly common spot still. So I would say that they should have really realized that. Grenade rains on in, and oh, what a grenade! 4 people tagged by it. Happy is ready to pick up the remaining kills here. Gets a triple spray, pistols out for the quad, and Smiths will steal the ace away. But that was all Happy. That's a tremendous amount of damage in one round.
Yeah, that is a sick nade, and then without Kevlar as well to mitigate. And he just nailed it right there. This is the follow-up as well with the spray read through. He knows exactly where the remaining members are behind Forklift, and he gets the job done. So, very solid play so far. I mean, basically just been the Happy show. And you're right as well, you know, saying that that's usually, that's now a bit of a spot that you need to keep an eye open for.
Yeah.
Especially for Happy, because Happy likes to get boosted up over there. He was the one who used to do the jump as well. And now he's just got NBK helping him out. So, I mean, we'll see. LGB, I mean, this is very much, you know, the beginning of the half here. Just now getting into the mid, so plenty of opportunity left for LGB to get through and get the rounds that they need on this T side. But, you know, it seems, you know, that this is now shaping up to be more of a T map, or at least we expect more rounds from the T side. So LGB, they have a lot of work ahead of them here.
They do. They've already lost 2 people. Jacob and Mystic already gone. Envy just put into a comfortable position. If they can start winning rounds where they don't Inferno, where they took 9 in a row, but they almost lost all of those 9 rounds. It was down to a 1v1 or 1v2. So if they can change that on cash, it's going to be significantly more difficult for LGB to make a breakthrough.
Impressed with Rubino's play tonight individually. He like the first map, he did tremendous work, but right there, that was a sick duel to win versus Shoxy, especially when Shoxy got the drop on him. It's those kinds of kills that need to come through here for LGB because they're still a man down. And what was that swap by Keo? Maybe a misclick there, but he went to the knife when he needed to have the AK, and he's going to get overrun. Now it's Smith holding all by his lonesome on this side. He manages to get the spray down on the bomb planter, though. Doesn't win the duel, however, versus PRB, and with 8 seconds left, that would have been a critical kill.
Yeah, that could have definitely sealed the deal. Bomb will go down, but they are so low on health. No HE grenade on Envy currently, but MBK picks up one, and PRB trapped behind here. Should be no problem at all, and indeed, MBK will pick up the double and run for the defuse as well. That was, yeah, that was a bit of an interesting move by Hiroshima. Probably a mistake. You have to imagine that was a bit of a slip there. I really like the positional play from Smith, though. The way he used the audio and just, like, moved around the box, making sure they actually couldn't spot him easily. Pretty much secured the round, I think. That was, like, the winning move. Just him getting the one kill was enough.
Mm-hmm. All right, getting the one and doing, like, just very solid damage to the second man as well. Coming close, but still, I mean, that was a bit more of a decisive win. Pauly decides to stop. Okay, no, he's going to keep moving. Kind of stuck over there in T-spawn. PRB is going to wrap back around to make sure that B halls can't get invaded by Envy. And instead, it's going to be mid getting taken over by Envy. They go again for that mid control with Kyoshima up in vents as well.
Grenade timing just a little bit too early. Scary for a moment, though. MBK will go down. Happy to fall as well. Rubino just opening up. They may have lost Polly. He got disconnected, apparently, but still they're a man up. And the bomb goes down. Coming in from main. Shox tries to find the opening. He will take down Rubino. Now still has a little bit more work to do. 3v3. And the rotation is far away. Smith just really took a long time to get in here.
Unfortunately for Shoxy, he's getting caught out just at the worst possible time. PRB to take him out. Jacob waiting for Smith to rotate through. Picks him off, and Jacob gets the remaining kill on Kyoshima. Pauly joining back up just at the end of the round. So he's like, guys, did you need me? No? Okay, that's cool. All good. You know.
Can go grab some minced meat. Build a hamburger.
Oh, yeah, there's always, you don't need
Joel's reference right there.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, no. Joel's actually qualified for this tournament. We're just going to say that, you know? Joel's is back.
Joel's is back.
Minced meat and
I'm
all.
glad Joel's is back. Yeah, you know what they call a hamburger in like at least the patty in Sweden?
I was expecting some kind of Pulp Fiction reference, but okay.
Oh no. Yeah, I see. I could have gone that way as well. Pan beef is the name. You should know this. You've been doing your help. Yeah.
I just know it is shut, man. Everything is shut. Meat, 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 and more meat. Like, give me the meat. Well, I mean, a hamburger meat, dude. Come on.
Give you the meat.
Get out. It's the hamburger meat, dude. Get out of here. Dirty thoughts. Get your mind out of the gutter, Anders. Come on, man.
Oh, God, no. Don't go back to the camera. This is awful. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Anders.
Oh, dear.
It's been a good night, guys.
It's been excellent. Yes, please don't do any highlights tonight at all. So a bit of a break here. I guess maybe it could be Polly still having some sort of issue. I'm not sure which. Hopefully not having a pause to cook some minced meat.
And he did this earlier as well on Inferno, so I'm hoping it's not an issue. Probably just a little hiccup.
Norwegian internet.
Well, that was Polly, but happy as well.
I don't know where they all live in the Oslo area, don't they?
Well, Rubino's down in Denmark now.
Right, so he's got
weird
internet like everyone else in Denmark.
Exactly, like, but it's not like Sweden or Norway.
No, well, I don't know how it is in Norway. Like, you can get Norway's a pretty big country. And if you get out in the boonies, out of the mountains, out of the boonies, you're gonna be hard pressed, I think, to get fiber net.
But then again, Scandinavia, well, Copenhagen. Oh no, that's a problem. Yeah, Denmark is a part of Scandinavia, and they have horrible internet.
Yeah, finding anything in those sort of mountain villages in Norway could be really tough. I tried to get pizza there once, and it just it wasn't possible.
What?
Yeah, it's like you can't order pizza, can't really do anything.
You were up in a village in Norway, and you're trying to order pizza.
I just wanted something, we were some sort of vacation. It's just like, I don't know. You don't travel to Norway for the food. Let me put it like this.
Yeah, right.
You definitely don't.
I'm just trying to picture you like you're in. It's just a sunny day, clouds hanging in the sky, beautiful Norwegian fjord in front of you or something, right?
And I'm just on my phone.
Dominoes.
Yeah, I'm calling them back in Denmark as well. I'm not calling the Norwegian one. I'm just like asking for a delivery. Yeah, I'll pay the expenses. It'll be 5,000 euro to get it up here. Let's go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
These are the questions, you always have to wonder. It's like pizza.se or something like that, just like.
I don't know why that site exists though, to be quite frank, because I mean, everything closes in Sweden anyway around 10 o'clock, so it just might as well give up. The struggle.
We need to call about this Ben, man. Ben, the starving Norwegian student, he would know what's up. He would know where to get the. Well, he would know where the top ramen is. Like that's the problem. Like.
So actually, this has to be a real difference between Denmark and maybe I think Denmark and Sweden are like somewhat comparable. Norway is like in a completely different league in these terms. So maybe in Denmark, if you were like a student, maybe you'd be like, I'm feeling lazy tonight, haven't really bought anything. Maybe I'll order a pizza instead. It's like my budget can handle it. It's not like a great way to spend your money, but it can work, right? Norway, that's your whole month, right? You're trying to order a pizza, you're done. That's
it. Buying a Big Mac in Norway is gonna put you in the gutter, like.
That's it. You're done.
Remember my first time over there for an event, and like that was pain when you're dropping like 20 euro on a Big Mac menu.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you. How do you live here?
It's crazy, but then you can do cool stuff in Norway as well. I went river rafting in Norway once.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah, we almost all died, I think, but it was adventurous.
Say, man.
Yeah, we had a guide, like a huge Norwegian. He was called Thor as well, and
yeah,
it was the perfect the perfect theme.
Long
he
hair.
was, and
Beard.
He picked our. This was like in the 10th or 9th grade or something. It's a very long time ago. Our maths teacher fell out of the actual raft, and Thor picked him up. Like he took him by the his vest and just like lifted him into the raft again. We're like, okay, great, welcome to Norway. Yeah, we had a good time.
Actual Vikings.
Yeah, legitimately, they're scary.
I don't even know. Like, now you can see why like all of a sudden Norse mythology, all that makes a lot of sense, man. That's why they've stuck with it this long. If you name your kid Thor, he will be like 7 feet tall and just a superhuman.
I mean, I think it's a good way in that direction. A good path to set your kid on.
Tell me how trigonometry is useful again. Like I don't know, like real life.
Oh damn! No, it's a beautiful country though. It really is. But I've really struggled to see how people can live like that far. I feel like if you live in like the Oslo area, you're like close to like civilization.
Oslo's it's a fantastic.
Yeah,
city.
It's a really cool city.
I mean, it's still small, but it's like a city, kind
Yeah.
of small, like it's like a village city sort of thing. You get that close atmosphere, but it was really nice actually when I got to visit it.
It is
Even
different
if it was,
though.
like, really cold, and I saw reindeer. It was so magical.
Yeah, the one thing about Oslo is that it's really steep. Like the streets are super steep all over the place. And coming from Denmark, where everything is dead flat, like there are no hills or anything in Denmark. Yeah. Definitely no mountains. But
You're at water level, and that's where you stay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if the sea level rises like half a meter, the whole of Denmark is just gone instantly. So that's a bit of a change.
No.
Yeah.
And then a third of the bacon supply of the world vanishes as well.
Yeah, true. Bacon and Lego and.
Oh no, that would be worse, much worse. If Lego, no, we can't have that. That's like a national treasure, basically, like world treasure. Save the Lego factory, the heads.
Yeah, I don't know what else we're known for at this point. I think we do like we have like a lot of drug companies that make like antibiotics and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I guess that could be valuable as well at some point, but that
would be all right. Yeah. Just thinking for some reason, yeah. No, that works too. I mean, Copenhagen Games, man. We would actually lose Copenhagen Games. That's not allowed either.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what probably all of that would be gone as well. But I'm pretty sure that the Dutch would go before we do. I think they're even lower at sea level. Because, they actually do build dams out towards the British Channel and stuff like that. They have whole areas of the country that are just like directly below sea level.
Yeah, that's cool. We didn't like Christian either.
I mean, celebrities like that, they can just move. It's all the common people that have to worry.
Chris J. I'm trying to think of all the, like, Rhett, Grubby. Like, those guys are Dutch. That would be a problem.
Oh, do they really live there, though?
Rhett does. I think he only lives in Amsterdam.
Hmm.
Yeah. Chris J does, too, as well, I think.
Coincidence?
You wonder, right? You wonder.
Yeah, it almost sounds like you're guilty by just by
association. It's
like,
you
you live in Amsterdam. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be like some 70-year-old professor. It's like, oh, you live in Amsterdam, do you? Yeah. It's just like, I teach theoretical physics. Like, it's not gonna happen, dude.
Actually, I think if you did teach theoretical physics, I would say at that point you're probably even more guilty. Yep, definitely.
You're in the right place.
Yeah, you realize. So I can't remember if we brought this up again. I was. Do you know what number file is? It's like these really cool people that do like they talk about maths and cool stuff, and like it's a little bit like it's like maths for people who don't like for lazy people who don't actually really want to read it, but just want to find out like the cool results at the end, like without reading the whole book. You just like
it's the Cliff Notes of math.
Yeah, sort of more or less, but it's really well done. If you don't know the number file, you're definitely missing out. It's really cool. Do all sorts of videos.
I've missed out. Okay, enlighten us.
So one conclusion they tried to show people. I don't know why we're paused, by the way, guys. We'll get back into the game as soon as we can, but in the meantime, we might as well talk about something. So one of the cool conclusions they came up with, which apparently is a well-known fact that everyone has just ignored, like a huge flaw in the universe, like an obvious flaw, coding area, like a coding error, basically, which is that if you take the sum of all natural numbers, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, you keep going, what do you think you'd end up with?
Infinite.
Yeah, that would be the logical answer, right? You just keep going forever. But actually, the answer is minus a 12th. For some reason.
Minus a 12th?
Yeah. If you keep doing that, you end up with minus a 12th. For some ungodly reason. And I think when I realized that, I something went wrong inside. I was like, that can't...
This feels like some Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy sort of stuff, where it's like you waited a really, really long time, and then, because I was just thinking, like, man, what could it be?
It has a bit to do with how sums work, so it's like, there is like a slight math trick to it, but it's really cool. Go and Google it. Sum of all natural numbers number file. If you Google that, you'll find a cool video.
Go check it out, guys.
Yeah, and that's like... I don't know, like, they are the most, like, enthusiastic maths people you'll find. They're just, like, itching to tell you more about math. It's really interesting. Yeah, you kind of want to learn about it.
Okay, well, Thor would definitely need that information. Minus a 12th.
I mean, he might smash them, like, Thor smash kind of thing. Yeah, we also went rappelling for that adventure in Norway. So we did, like, river rafting, which was really scary, really horrifying, because, like, half of us almost got knocked out of the boat, and we almost got swallowed by one of the... like whirlpools, like our raft actually, we sort of went over a waterfall, like not a big waterfall, but just like a lot of water and a lot of power to it. And then our boat our raft, instead of going forward, it got caught right at the edge, so it started like going backwards into it. It was like paddle, paddle, paddle. Not
there
fun
you
at
get
all.
The adrenaline going. I was expecting like some kind of like you got swallowed by some mythical beast or something, like halfway through, because in the fjords in Norway anything is possible.
No, but rappelling was super. Was somehow very peaceful. Like in the first like halfway down the mountain.
Was this like rappelling down straight
exactly.
or going? No, okay, so it was rappelling down.
Just straight down. But we were like above the treetops.
Because that would be ziplining. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's like a very basic principle. It's really easy. It's like you have your like the rope goes through some sort of like hook. And then if you hold your arm like really far out, you'll kind of stop, and the further in you go, the faster down you'll go. So it's really simple. You don't have to use any like muscle power.
No, it's all about friction.
Yeah, but you want to do it anyway. So my arms were cramping because I'm like, I don't want to fall to my death. I can't handle this. Even though you obviously wouldn't anyway. But but after I gave up on that and like tried to calm down, it was actually like really relaxing as well. So yeah, it's good fun.
Well, you get a nice pace going because you get that bounce, and you just like bounce, bounce, bounce.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
yeah, it's actually a server issue that we're struggling with here, so it's not just Polly's fault. Well, we can't incriminate him anymore, sadly. That means we'll have to go to a quick break before we continue with all the nonsense. Otherwise, you guys have to listen to us talk about weird stuff anyway for a long time, so that's going to be, impossible to listen to anyway. So stick with us, and we'll be back once we fix the issues. Hopefully it won't be too long, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The match has been unpaused, and we seem to have sorted out the issue, more or less at least. In the meantime, we've tried to fire Semler, but you see he's walking back to the studio anyway, so that didn't work. It is going to be... I'm not sure if they're actually trying to replay or recreate this round or if they've already done that. Either way, it's 4-3 at the moment, and they seem to be playing this out fairly regularly, so the game seems to be just live right now. Jacob already dropping quite low, but finishes off Kiyoshima anyway. Seems to have been a halfway running headshot then. Now, they're going to be careful because Shox is coming up close. He's actually walking into a crossfire. Shox going to get the one kill. He should be returned upon here, but still coming out with a decent trade is Shoxy.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not able to get in there fast enough to save his teammate. So that'll be NBK down, but good response there by LGB to try and shut down Envy's mid-control play. You know that Envy want to get control of mid on cash most of the time, so LGB taking that into account and basically going for the ante. But this time around, it's still going to be a 3-on-3, so this is going to favor LGB. And LGB trying to take advantage of this, gathering up all three of them in the B halls. They're looking to go onto this site, and they get the perfect entry frag onto Smiths.
Yeah, great job on Rubino, who's been playing so well this whole best of 3. Crouched in underneath what would have been the headshot height for him, so he would have walked right into that instant death there. Instead, he sort of crouched right under it. Now, the bomb is going to go down inside the bomb site, planted for the main entrance here. Shoxy going to pick up now the 3rd kill of the round for himself and could go for a little bit more. Grenade. That does a lot of damage and actually tags him up as well there. Happy missing what should have been an easy kill, and that could cost him the round right here. LGB... they haven't had much luck since the pistol, but now they're going to get it. Mystic opening up on the one. Oh, the shot through. Happy hits it. Doesn't get the follow-up. That would have been beautiful, but...
that would have been dead on.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, if it had been a headshot through, that would have been incredible. Mystic, 24 health after that one. And the bomb is going to go up. So LGB bring it back to 4-4. Putting us into the 9th round.
Counting his lucky stars after that one right there, man.
Yeah, that was close.
But Shoxy's got to be so frustrated. Having headshot basically taken a nade to the face meant him contesting Mystic and Checkered was going to be so difficult for him to do. And
yeah.
Happy with a very uncharacteristic miss, like just completely falling asleep at the...
yeah, I'm not sure what that was.
There.
That was really weird. He could have just
really
waited.
Awkward.
It was a really good angle as well from Happy. It was a really nice idea, but never really brought to fruition. Waiting for the fire that's burning right up on there, or right on top of them to go away. They must have heard the vents boosted out or broken there, so they should probably know exactly where to look as well. Good angle to look for a headshot. There is one AWP, one scout in play on the other team, and that's one click from Jacob. Could he hit another one? He definitely knows those vents are gone, so he's checking all over the place.
And that's Smiths having moved up there this time around, so they know. And they're going to have to take that into account now that they've taken over B halls. There's 2 guys holding in Checkered, however, so this could get a little awkward. There's the Molotov, though, to force Smiths out into the open. He's going to drop right into the waiting arms, but he still gets the headshot. And now he's got the AK as well to play with. Looks for another one and gets it, too. There's another one. And now Smiths, a 3rd headshot. What is happening? LGB, they're falling apart at the seams. Happy is here to support everybody, having rotated in now from Envy.
All that fire just angered him. Just made him really mad. Now the grenade without the armor, it does a tremendous amount of damage. And the Molotov is going to finish him. Oh no, what a way to end a beautiful triple kill. Grenade out, going to be too soon as well. 25 seconds left. And LGB decide to make a run for it. But guess what? MBK is here with the scout. Especially on MBK. You can't really underestimate him. And he's already running into position. He knows this. He's tried it so many times before.
Oh, I love how they're drawing his attention mid, but he hears the nades coming in through A main. Now he's in position. 10 seconds left, 9 seconds. If he just hides behind these boxes, they may not check in time. He's going to miss the shot, but goes for the defuse. Well, goes to deny the plant,
still
rather.
Wins the round.
And he still, yeah, he pulls him off of the bomb just long enough.
That, okay, so it's really, really hard to fault LGB for losing that round entirely, but the thing is, the play to go for there is actually just to stick the defuse, even though it feels so bad to do it because you think you're going to get killed, and maybe you will be. But let's see. Oh, actually, this is Smiths. This is really beautiful. This could almost be a candidate for like play of the day as well.
I agree.
Definitely a really solid triple there. I mean, LGB walking in a bit alone could have probably tried to group up a bit, but I mean, they knew they were up against the guy who only just stole that AK. They probably felt like, come on, any second now, he's going to be really reloading. We'll be good to go. Shox goes down. Jacob is really good in the middle there.
Yeah, he's hitting those shots right now. Another one. And now Kiyoshima turns away from the flash, sees it coming a mile away. So he's holding up close, and they have to keep this into account, LGB. They have to know that Kiyoshima does love to get right below the boxes, right next to the main entrance to Garage. You still have NBK and basically NBK corner, which is what a lot of players are actually calling that corner now.
Yeah, it is.
So it's just He's going to be holding there, just taking his time. And now they start to go for the mind games as well. Kiyoshima busting the vent, not going into it. So that's going to cost more time to LGB because they're going to have to worry about that man now. Is there somebody up there? Isn't there? We have to take that into account. It's not going to take over anything here overall as far as the strategy is concerned because they're going to A.
Pretty good counter flash coming out as well. MBK will pick up the one, trying to reload in this corner, and they're going to hunt him down. Mystic to pick up the kill. Kiyoshima falls, and Happy missing more shots here that he probably normally wouldn't. I'm not really sure what's going on, but either way, this is going to cost them daily. Jacob just comes strolling in and lands a third headshot of the round for himself, leaving Smiths all alone. Those missed shots from Happy really are hurting them a lot.
Yeah, actually, I mean, that's twice now that he's missed pretty dead-on easy shots. Very, very uncharacteristic for the French in-game leader. Now Smiths has been spotted. He'll be able to pick off Jacob, so no luck there for Jacob. He should be able to hold on to this AWP. Don't think that LGB are going to be able to close in on him quickly enough if they'll have the time here. Mystic definitely wants to try and take a crack at it, but...
Oh, he's hiding in there. That's the really dangerous place to hide, by the way, because of the wallbang potential for the other side. But no one is going to try it, and Smiths will be safe and sound. LGB, though, bringing it up to 5-5 and forcing pretty much everyone. I mean, Happy could buy, but this, I think, would be... I would consider this a huge risk if EnVy forced up here. I know I said earlier that they're the team to do it, but I feel like this is a different position.
Yeah, and I actually like where Happy is going with this. Although, as I say that, he isn't dropping a P250 for NBK. Instead, he just elects to invest in a 5.7 for himself. NBK spends his own money on that P250, and Shoxy does as well, so...
And Kiyoshima could have really dropped something as well, but they're not feeling it.
And this actually should play out. I mean, look at this. It's the stack on the A site now for EnVy. So Happy holding on the site itself. Molotov's going down. NBK able to pick up the first man. He's going to be able to draw the attention to himself. Smiths manages to bring the op to bear. Now man advantage now for EnVy. Happy holding onto an AK on the site itself. PRB takes out NBK. But there it is. Happy gets the first man, rushes around, and nearly takes out the second. Polly lives with 1 HP.
Kiyoshima in a really tough spot. Now more than ever, you kind of wish you'd had a 5.7 or a P250 here to do this 1v2 with, because it's going to get really rough now. Trying to come up Speedway, and they already see it coming. PRB sort of just taking a quick look. Kiyoshima, though, he's actually going to get allowed to get really close to the bomb site. This could really help him out if he can find PRB with just a quick one dink here. It might work out.
He's got the AK now, so he does have a tool. Goes for a jumping shot, and he's trying to wallbang him. Oh, he's so close. Not going to be able to pick up any of them here. He's looking for the jump. He just can't get it done. These guys are invulnerable. They're just dodging bullets left and right. He hits the headshot, gets the double kill, but it's too late. No kit. Doesn't matter if you want to hold on to that op. It's not going to happen this time, Kiyoshima.
It was such a beautiful end as well. Those cleans were those kills were really clean at the end there. And then still, that wasn't obviously anywhere near enough. But he did succeed in bringing all of them down at the end. So a lot of money being wasted on the LGB side there. This is just beautiful. Really solid play.
Finally hunts down Polly. I mean, 1 HP on Polly. Happy came so close to yet another clutch play. Just don't give the AWP to Happy anymore. Just let him rock the rifle because he's doing more damage with it.
Yeah, it seems so. Gotta be careful as well they don't give up too many kills in the middle to Jacob, who's been opening up a couple of rounds already for LGB. This time it's Mystic. Good spray down on MBK, and actually that was Happy, but MBK falls next. Headshot there, and Mystic, look at this. It's what I said early on. This is the map where Mystic went nuts last time they played it, and maybe it's just his home turf here. He's feeling super comfortable, it seems.
Yeah, that's just incredible, single-handedly clearing everything up there. And all of them headshots to boot, so... Mystic clearly on point. And now, yeah, EnVy, there isn't really much they can do on this B site. Smiths and Kiyoshima are the last two guys here, and they definitely have to just try and hold on to the gun because they've invested everything they had in this round. So, life's getting a little awkward here for LG. I mean, well, for EnVy. LGB, I mean, they're going to get up to 7 rounds on their T side. And again, this kind of plays into what the general consensus has been, that ugly spray there by Kyo. He's not going to make that work. This is kind of playing into the general consensus that, you know, we expect T side now to be picking up more rounds in a half. They're going to get up to 7. They have a strong chance of getting up to 8 rounds here, LGB. It's looking very good for them.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, really. EnVy, they must be a little bit shook. It feels like they were playing better before the pause, so I'm not really sure. I mean, hard to blame the pause. I mean, obviously LGB were paused as well, but it sort of feels like EnVy just cooled off a tiny bit, and now they're having a hard time getting back into it. AK on Smiths was saved. MBK will buy the casual Scatter. We've seen him do really often, and he's had some tremendous results with it from round to round, so maybe this is going to be worth it. Either way, Shox goes down early on here, and Mystic taking a fight. He's trying to see if he can clear out Kiyoshima in the site, who's now trying to reload. Will actually be allowed to reload and almost gets a kill then.
Smiths will be the one to pick up a kill. That's Rubino who gets pinned down in mid. So the remaining 3 members now for Envy trying to close in on this side. NBK going for the wall bang. What? No. That would have been impossible. I thought that he actually tagged Smiths, but looked a little close. Smiths gets another kill, takes out PRB. This is definitely looking like just Envy trying to do as much economic damage as they possibly can to LGB. Not allowing them to get out of here, holding on to these rifles. And there it is. Smiths, nice little dick out of there, picks out Mystic. And he could get another one as well, and he will do so. Takes out Poly. So no AWP save here for LGB unless they can manage a master stroke with Jacob. He finds a way out, takes out NBK, so he can make a run for it. But he won't be able to hold on to the expensive sniper rifle.
He's going to run right into the middle and stops just short of running into the CT player there. So 8-5, 14th round is coming up now, and LGB they're just making all of it work. Auto sniper picked up on Shoxy. That's the answer apparently.
Did he go auto sniper with no Kevlar though? It looks like he did. He may have missed him buying for it. We'll see.
I think he had the money for it anyway. He should have money for Kevlar as well. No, he didn't.
No, he doesn't. He goes straight. Wow. That's 5,300 spent that round. Wow. Okay, Shoxy. I mean, you do tend to take a little bit more damage with the auto sniper.
Wow.
And, well, getting a shot to the face. AK wouldn't have made any difference, of course, if he had a helmet or not, but that's definitely awkward.
Very awkward. Kiyoshima also falling. That's Jacob just on the hunt. He's just so good in the middle right now. He's opening up all these rounds, and Smith's missing a shot. Has to fall back quick, as he's already dropped to half HP. Envy are definitely looking shook right now. They are playing like a team that are... they've got no heart at all at the moment. They're just fighting without any focus.
Yeah, they are. I mean, just slow reactions. That's not what we expect to see out of Shoxy. Happy, once again, will fall. And NBK lurking, and Vents gets picked off by Poly. Everybody surviving for LGB. And Envy right now are in the process of getting tombed outright. They do have enough money to get a reasonable buy together here in the last one, considering they've lost a few in a row now. But LGB now, it's going to be a flipped score. They can get up to 10 rounds, best case scenario, and that's fantastic on your T side. That's way above average.
Yeah, they're going to be satisfied already. They can pick up the last round as well. It's only going to get better. Leaving, I think it's Poly outside of the B bomb site, just holding on, making sure no one is going to sneak out and sneak up behind them while the rest of the team is setting up over at main and Squeak. But the bomb still dropped behind. I mean, LGB, why would they change this recipe? All they've done is sort of go middle, look for a couple of entry frags, and that's worked out just fine for them. Poly here actually wins that fight against Shox, and he realizes there's someone else close, tries to fall back as well, and shouldn't be allowed to, but he actually will make it out of there. Though Jacob died, so no entry frag this time.
Yeah, fantastic. Jacob, yeah, exactly. He did go down, though, so it's not all roses. NBK will take out PRB. That's over in A main, so now NB get a little bit of control there on that side of the map. In the meantime, LGB have taken over mid, so still can go either way here, especially if they're getting picked up in connector like that. That Smith's pinned down now behind the wall. They lose Happy as well. Smith does step out, take one, but 2 guns were facing him, so Poly will be able to clean him up. Now it's into a 2-on-2 here, and LGB, they can just stack up and run out of sight.
Yeah, and they do have 2 smokes and 2. Poly, though, is very low on health, so Rubino might have to come up big for the team if they're going to win this 10th round. Just crossing the 30-second mark. And they are going to head towards the B-bomb site. Kiyoshima in sight with 1 flashbang to buy a little bit of time. And actually, look at this. MBK's already moving closer. There's kind of nice teamwork coming out from Envy right now. They're realizing they got to be closer to each other if this is going to work out. But Kiyoshima goes down. And they send Rubino in first as well, which is smart play.
Not sure if Poly heard the steps there as well. I mean, NBK gonna pick up that kill. Does he realize? Yes, he does! But he gets sprayed down through the wall. Poly, the hero, comes out ahead, topping the scoreboard for his teammates, not getting the top frag, but still, those 2 frags that he had this round, high-impact kills. The kill on Shoxy and the save there at the end.
Yeah, definitely really well played there. Didn't look like that was going to work out. Looked like MBK, I mean, he checked the corner, you know, like he should. And in not a lot of health left on Poly, so that looked like it should have gone horribly wrong for them. 10-5, overwhelming performance from LGB on one of Envy's really strong maps here. Going to be moving into the second half. Frenchman going to have to come up with something really good, but not with 42,000 starting money. That's a bit much.
4,200.
Oh, 4,200, yeah. That's still too much.
a little bit too much. They might be wondering about that. Yeah, there's the pause. We'll just have to have a quick reset here. Reset that money back to 8. That's awkward.
Yeah. You always wonder what would happen if you changed it even just a little bit. Like, what if you made it 1,000 or something, you know? Like, how would it change the game? But not an experiment that we need to run right now.
1,000. That's a full set of nades. You can go, actually, you could go like Tech 9, Smoke Nade, Smoke Flash. Like, you could go some pretty nasty combinations.
Yeah, you could come up with something interesting. I'm not saying we should. I'm just, you know.
I mean, you could do P250 Kevlar as well. That would be lethal. Actually, if everybody could run P250 Kevlar, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, or you could just go for like head armor and USPS if you wanted to.
That's true as well.
That would also be kind of brutal. All right. We've got the reset on the money. And if you are just joining us, this is the third map in the best of 3 between LGB and EnVy. Had a bit of a break, but now we are getting back into it. Molotov on Smith's, grenade on NBK, and they are going quite fast towards the speed bomb side. Are they going to slow down at all? Yeah, they will actually break outside, which is kind of good for them because there's 3 people holding over here for LGB. They've got a good stack. This grenade, though, is lethal. It almost kills Polly. He's on 1 health. Oh, God, that's almost unreal, but he is still alive. Getting chased out low. Great grenade, and the headshot from PRB is going to bring it back to a 2v2. That almost spun out of control, and EnVy were running away with the round. And PRB stepped it up.
What an explosive round. What an explosive start. I mean, HEs everywhere. There's the smoke used by Smith to try and give himself a little bit of room to work with here. He's currently pinned down. Goes for the decoy, just to try and draw attention to himself over here. And he spots out the man, looking for that pre-fire shot. He's not going to get it. Goes for upper, and that's the bomb dropped out in the middle of nowhere. Happy is all by himself at this point. 27 HP, Kevlar. But this actually could be pretty brutal here if he can catch him up. But PRB, they start to realize, wait a second, it's possible that he's wrapped around. And he walks right in. He does do the damage, though. Drops PRB very low.
Yeah, gonna go down and find him from the different angle. Very smart play here, but he actually is gonna miss the shot once more. Looked like he could have just taken his time and crouched in to get that kill. I think maybe he's a little bit too excited at the moment, and Mystic will take him out. So PRB and Mystic to clean the round. Double kill for each of them, 11-5, and EnVy. They were off to a good start in that round.
Now it's very scary for EnVy. They needed at all costs to win that pistol round to start closing the gap and make this, I mean, a more reasonable comeback, because it is going to be a comeback. Their CT side definitely did not end the way they were looking for. Now, 6 rounds lead for LGB. They've got the guns. EnVy, though, we can't count them out just yet. They are the kings of the Tech 9, of course. So the second round, they are still just very much lethal. It's going to be an aggressive push by Mystic into A main to take out Shoxy. That's going to drop the bomb there as well. And you already have that preemptive rotation coming out here from LGB. They're going to commit to this A site now.
Oh, bomb dropped in main, so the game is pretty much up. Mystic rotating back in here, and they're taking a lot of damage on that EnVy side. NBK Smith's very low on health. Happy, maybe with a chance to land a good running headshot on someone, but he loses both his teammates. That's a quad kill for Mystic before he gets taken out. And Happy will fall as well to Jacob. So doing a bit of ADing with the P90 there, and will even steal an M4 at the end. So 12-5, and EnVy's Tech 9 train not really as effective as it could have been.
Not at all. It just got literally picked apart by one man. And Mystic, again, he takes the lead on the map now for frags, but he again delivers for LGB. This guy, this changed for everybody who was worried, that, with Rain leaving LGB, they lost too much firepower. Mystic is showing that he is perfectly capable of filling those shoes. We'll have to see, of course, on LAN how that's going to shape up, but online so far, he is looking fantastic. Well, shots going through. Rubino with the long range spray. Polly's going to go ahead and chime in as well, and Polly to pick up both kills there with that MP7 up close. Jacob takes out MBK as well, and it is now just Happy and Kyoshima alive. Kyoshima with the Tech 9, so he's got something to go with here. At least he's got a little bit of the upgraded firepower. Spots the man in checkered, so he has that to go off of. But it still comes down to whether Happy can pick up that bomb eventually, because it's been dropped out in the middle of nowhere. Might as well be in the middle of Africa as far as he's concerned.
Yeah, really, really hard to get in here, especially without any kind of armor or grenades or anything. Trying to take the fight with the Glock, not going to work out either. 13-5. I don't know. This comeback is a little bit far-fetched, I feel like. It's not even like anybody on EnVy is like having a horrible game. Obviously, Smiths and Happy are like doing the main carrying, but they're not like running away with it either. On the other team, Mystic just seems to be really good at playing on this map, and Jacob has had an ungodly amount of openings in the middle. From that really interesting boost that he uses up there, we kind of look through halfway through the roof, the edge of the roof. Haven't really seen that before, so actually that's kind of interesting as well. Just a bit of a trick being pulled out. Mystic to open up, getting the 1 kill. Smith will return, and Shocks will too. And that's a perfect opening.
Yeah, that's the brute force approach right there. Poly to take out Happy, however, so they bring it back to a 3-on-3. And they have superior nades as well here on the CT side. Molotovs, smokes, the whole shebang, and Shoxy's going to burn to death. But that's actually going to be trading it up. Smith's just barely on the edge, and he's going to get forced out. He dies in the end, and it's Shoxy alone now. Picks out the men in CT, however, so that's going to bring it back to a 1v1. And hey, you can't use Shoxy's tricks against him. He reads it, he sees where it's coming from, and PRB not going to get anything done. Or rather, that was Poly.
Yeah.
Who was just not going to be able to pull that off.
Wow.
Shoxy's like, you can't pull a fast one on me. I'm the one who jumps up on CT Red, bro.
Yeah. That's true. That is something he does a lot. That was EnVy almost losing a 3v3 to 2 Molotov devs. That's really scary as well. Not a way you want to go at all. And at the end of it, it's still around where EnVy, yes, they win it, but they lose so many rifles. If LGB win now, they pretty take this whole game away from them. Shocks goes down to Rubino, and there's a guy hiding in smoke right down there. Are they even going to realize they won't jake him? Really smart positional play. Takes out the kill and runs into T-side main.
This is so slick. Happy has found Mystic, however, on that A site, so now that's opened it up, but the bomb is dropped in vents. And unfortunately for Jacob, he's not going to be able to pull that off. Rubino now taking advantage of this smoke in mid to just push forward and catches NBK trying to run through that smoke. Last man has been spotted, and Smith just dies in a hail of bullets. 14-6. EnVy are getting slammed.
Oh, this is complete destruction at this point, because their money got reset. They did not get the bomb plant. You can tell they're just buying here. They realize it's kind of all or nothing at this point. 14-6. LGB, man.
Yeah, the real question. I mean, don't think anybody expected it to go this way.
No,
EnVy,
not on this map.
This is such a struggle, and this feels like one of those cases perhaps where EnVy it kind of got out of control a bit too fast for them. We'll see here, as already they're going once again for the straight-up A rush. They had success with it last time, and they continue to do so, although this time it's going LGB's way with 2 opening kills.
Happy, though, will return. Smith's going to miss and a chance for an AWP frag, and Mystic will take him down. So now it's going to be all up to Happy, and he's miles away, coming up from behind. Maybe get a kill, but he can't save the round any longer. It's going to be match and map point for LGB. They are 1 round now away from finishing first in this group, which I think almost nobody would have predicted, giving the other teams in here. It's Flipside, it's Neophyte, it's LGB, and then EnVy.
This was supposed to be, you know, air quotes, one of the easier groups, right? Where it's kind of clear cut.
Yeah,
at least for first seed. So the fact that LGB, they're coming through with the massive upset. It's not over yet. I mean, it's not over yet, but they need 12 rounds, 13. I mean, this is out of control, and Jacob isn't helping.
Getting the double Mystic to pick off Shocks, and this is now a 5v2, 5v1 as well. Jacob with a triple at the end. What a tremendous performance from the Norwegian team here. This is just a complete power play. Maybe EnVy are feeling a little bit, I don't know, unfocused at the end of this map here, but still, LGB are actually playing really well. And Mystic and PRB, as far as I know, aren't even like fully signed to the team yet. But you gotta wonder if they should be at this point. Like,
you're able to take out EnVy in a best of 3 as well. This isn't even like it's a best of 1 upset or anything of the sort. This is a best of 3 through and through, seen to the end, and you are beating EnVy on one of their strongest maps.
Yeah. 16-6. They took them 16-8 on Overpass. They did lose 16-8 on Inferno. Happy goes down, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mystic, again, a top fragging at 25 kills here on Cash. Wow. Impressive, to be honest.
I am, yeah, dumbfounded, actually. Like, Mystic as well, coming out of nowhere, going against some of the best aimers in the world, and he's able to top frag by a decent margin. He had 2-to-1. He had a 2-to-1 ratio there.
Yeah. That is just, what a delight. I mean, we want to see more. What's interesting, and I hope they don't fall into sort of the same pattern. So the struggle for this LGB team, whatever iteration you want to count, like going back to London Conspiracy and all that, it keeps being like having the consistent lineup, right? Yeah, exactly. Just having the same 5 players play for a long time. The other struggle they had is that when they had the initial success, especially on Inferno, when they were crushing like some pretty top teams on that map, everyone sort of like they got on everyone's radar. That's what happens, right? You do really well, and then people start to look at you and think, wait a minute, we have to sort of look at this team and know how they play. And then you're going to experience from like doing really well, you're going to experience just like a slight drop. And it can be hard getting over that because you were just doing so well. Now everyone knows what you're doing and you got to change. So if they can't change, then probably they're going to get shut down. So hopefully they'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now this really makes me excited to see LGB at the next LAN whenever they're going to be attending one. I mean, they're already in the running now. Basically, they'll be first seed in the going into the playoffs. And they'll have a fair shot at actually making it to the LAN event. I mean, it's going to be the 4 top teams, basically, at the end of the day, at the end of the playoff bracket. It's going to be the 4 teams competing here in Stockholm at the Fragbite LAN. Yeah. So now LGB, they're very much in the running. So let's go ahead and hear now from Paulie from LGB. So, Paulie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, already, congratulations on the win, man. That's fantastic. I think... a lot of people would have said that it was a long shot for you guys to go ahead and beat Envy straight up in a best-of-3 like this, but you guys have just done it. So how do you feel?
Yeah, obviously it feels really good. We have never actually beaten them in an official game, I think. So that's a big step for us. And yeah, it was a very good game.
How do you feel about I mean, you obviously had a big lineup change. Sevis being out, and then Rain, I think, is an even bigger loss to the team. Then you put in PRB, which I think is a really well-known face for you guys, and then Mystic. And it seems like you guys are stronger than you've ever been right now.
Well, yeah, of course it's a big loss for us to lose Rain in the way we did. But yeah, as you guys know, there's a lot of big talents in Norway. They only need to organize and start playing teams. So now when we have an open spot, we thought we'll give one of those guys a chance. And he's really just grabbed it with both hands and really shown himself from the best possible side in our games.
Well, as far as the frags are concerned, I mean, he's clearly delivering. What's happening outside for him to get accommodated, get in with the team now that he's potentially being seriously considered for the spot?
Yeah, of course he is. He's delivered a great application to join the team, and yeah, he's been thought about a lot. But outside the game, it's okay. We know him from playing Face-Its, matchmaking and stuff like that, so everyone knows him from before. The biggest change, I guess, is learning to play pro CS, you can call it, going from playing Face-It style to pro style.
Right.
It's quite a bigger difference holding a site, for example, as a CT when there's raining flashes, raining smokes and molotovs, than when you're just playing Face-It and people just rushing out through smokes at you. So I think that's the biggest change.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. Yeah, it's like once you get to global elite, it's just one more step
dude, the aim that those guys have got.
Look, Polly, throughout the iteration of the different teams you've been in, or you had Mark playing, you had Hoyland playing at one point, PRB has been in and out a couple of times. You guys have been struggling for such a long time to find a core 5 members that will really stick together. You obviously can't make any promises for everyone else, but do you have a good feeling about this team? Do you feel like there could be the one Norwegian lineup that can actually stick together for a long time?
Yeah, of course. We think that, and we hope that every time we start a new lineup. But something comes up, people have to do other things in life. You have to work because we don't we couldn't earn a living from CS, so you have to do other stuff on the side, which takes up time from practice, and then maybe people get demotivated because we aren't progressing fast enough, and stuff like that happens when you play in a team like this. So hopefully now we have finally found a good set of 5 people, and we're just looking forward to playing and boot camping, going to events, and so it's looking bright.
All right. As far as the organization is concerned as well, do you have the full support? Are you able to go to every LAN that you want to, or are there any limitations there?
No. We can attend, I think, everything we want to. If we just tell them a good time in advance, they will make it happen for us. So that's the most important thing for us, to know that we have that solid support in our back. Makes it so much easier for us to just focus on trying to get better.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, really good stuff. Any kind of shout out you want to give to any of the fans out there? I bet you guys have been sort of collecting more and more fans in the past couple of days, just because there was a lot of noise in the beginning. I remember people saying, "Oh, what about the old LGB team?" And I think you guys are slowly winning people over as well. So yeah, give a shout out now.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who follows us and have followed us for a long time, and every new one has started to open their eyes for us now. Hopefully, we can bring you more great games like this one, both online and offline. And yeah, we'll see you soon in another game.
All right, cool. Thank you, Polly, for being with us as well, and congratulations for the victory there. Really cool stuff. All right then. Yeah, I mean, it's like I guess it's not like a secret or something that people, but I think it's something people don't often think about. One of the big struggles of creating any team, whether you're Norwegian or pretty much no matter where you're from, creating a Counter-Strike team is just finding 5 people who have the same goal or the same like motivation to play. Super hard to do that. Just on a basic level. Whether they are then good at playing, that is almost like a secondary issue. But if you can just find 5 people who actually want the same thing, that's really tough.
Yeah, and then you have to go past that to find an org that can actually support you and send you to the events afterwards, right? Because you can have that team, but being able to actually make it. Glad to hear that LGB, because LGB is also one of the smaller orgs out there.
Yeah.
The fact that they do have the support, the freedom to be able to go and
I mean, I know
perform.
Kev's the manager takes a lot of pride in sort of
Kev's,
really sort of bringing them the
manager pretty much like he was with the original team, like it was he had a lot to do with actually making LGB to begin with. So the fact that he stuck it through and he always was like waiting in the wings, he just like went away for a while after the original lineup disbanded and he was like, oh, I'm done with this. And then you see him at the next Copenhagen game, he's like, yeah, I'm looking around, and then all of a sudden he's back. Glad to see that Kevs is back in it. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I'm glad they're getting the support that they need. So hopefully they can just keep doing it. This seems like a really strong lineup. So keep it up, and that's gonna be it. That means we're almost done with Group B. We're not quite done. We need a consolidation match as well.
Well, there's a consolidation match, but that's going to happen at a later date. Basically, we're moving through the groups to determine who gets first seed and who is in that consolidation match. True. And then we'll have a phase of a couple of days where we will play out the remaining consolidation matches to determine who gets second seed in the groups. Yeah. But I think we have the play of the day. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Yeah, so this is the production crew's attempt at picking one. This is sponsored by Comhem as well. 1 player to win it, and it is going to be Smith. It's definitely a really cool highlight here as well with the triple headshot from a stolen AK as well. He just kind of makes it work.
And this was on a Nico round as well, basically, from Envy. So and it didn't lead to a win, but it certainly did.
Not because of Smith, though. So still pretty cool. You guys can go and vote at the end of the tournament over at the Fragbite page, and one lucky winner will be picked by you guys. So it doesn't have to be this clip; it could be anyone you guys appreciate. There's going to be multiple for each day uploaded, so go and check it out at the end of the tournament, and we'll remind you as well.
Yeah, exactly, guys. So be sure to follow on the social media. As you guys can see back here, we got the Twitter and the Facebook. We'll be keeping you posted on everything. Go to fragbite.com as well. There's the Fragbite Masters tab there. So if you want to catch up on all the news, on the groups, on the standings, everything at all, it's all up there for you guys. So we're going to say a big thank you, and we will be back tomorrow night at 18 CET live on this channel to kick off Group C. So we'll see you then.